Tsunamis. It's a worldwide problem for all of us. Do we know anything about tsunamis? Well, that's why I'm here, to tell you vital information about tsunamis. Our coast of New Zealand is at the risk of being hit by these monstrous waves. Tsunamis can violently flood the coastline, causing an insane amount of property damage, cause injuries, and even kill people. What is a tsunami? They're natural phenomena that consist of a series of waves generated in a large volume of water, like in the sea or in a lake. They can be caused by large submarines or coastal earthquakes, underwater landslides which could be caused by earthquakes or volcanic activity, like a large coastal cliff or lakeside landslides, or volcanic eruptions beneath or near the sea. There are three different kinds of tsunamis. The first one is the distant tsunami. They generate from very long distances, like across the Pacific and Chile. In cases like this, we have more than enough time needed to know about the tsunami coming at us in about 3 hours or so. The second type of tsunami is the regional kind. They're closer than the distant tsunamis, but they take about 1 to 3 hours to reach our coast. An underwater volcanic eruption in the Kermadec Trench could result in one of these. And the third kind of tsunami is the local tsunami. They generate far closer to New Zealand, and this kind of tsunami is very dangerous for us, since we only have a few minutes to notice it. There are three different kinds of warnings for tsunamis, which could signal a possibility of a tsunami coming at us. The first warning is the natural warning. This means that a local tsunami could be coming our way in a few minutes. There won't be any time for an official warning, so it's important to recognize this warning and act quickly. The second warning is the official warning. This is for distant or regional tsunamis. They're disseminated by the Ministry of Civil Defense and Emergency Management to national media, authorities, and other key response agencies. The Council may also issue warnings through local media, sirens, or other local arrangements. And the warning I would not recommend following unofficial or informal warnings. Friends, other members of the public, or the internet may give you warnings about an incoming tsunami. Verify the warning only if you can quickly. If there are official warnings available, trust those over the informal warnings. What to do before, during, and after a tsunami. What to do before a tsunami. If you live near the beach, ask your council about the risk and local warning arrangements. If you have special needs or have disabilities, arrange with your support network to alert you of any emergencies. Develop an emergency plan and have a getaway kit ready. Know where the highest point in the land is and how to reach it. Plan the escape route to get high up or far inland as you can. Plan this at home as well as when you're working or holidaying near a coast. What to do during a tsunami. Take your getaway kit if possible, but don't go into areas at risk to get the kit or any belongings. If you have any pets, take them with you, safely. Immediately move to the nearest high point of ground or furthest inland. If there are evacuation maps present, follow the designated routes shown on them. Walk, bike, or drive only if essential. If you are driving, keep going once you're well outside the evacuation zone to give room to other drivers behind you. If you're not able to escape a tsunami, which is very bad, get to a tall, sturdy building or climb onto a roof of a building or a tree. Or you can grab a floating object and hang on to it until support arrives. Boats are usually safe in 20-meter or deeper waters than they are near the beach. If you own any boats, move them out to the sea, but only if there is enough time and it is safe to do it. Never go to the beach to watch for a tsunami. Rather, stay away from the at-risk areas until the official all clear has been given. Listen to local radio stations as emergency officials will broadcast the most appropriate advice for your community and current situation. What to do after a tsunami. Continue listening for the radio for civil defense advice and do not return to the affected zones until authorities give the all clear. Be aware that there may be more waves and the affected areas will not be safe for 24 hours or longer. The waves that follow the first one might just be bigger. Check yourself for any injuries and get first aid if needed. Help any others if you're able to. Don't think about sightseeing near the affected area. That's just a plain bad idea. When you re-enter a home or a building, be cautious of any floodwaters which may have damaged the building. Find and report any broken utility lines to appropriate authorities. And lastly, if your property is damaged or destroyed, take notes and photos for insurance purposes. If the property that was destroyed was rented, contact the landlord and your contents insurance company as soon as possible. The information that I got for you was all acquired from civil defense website getthrough.govt.nz, so I give an honorable mention to the Defense Council for providing the information needed.